Welcome, class. This is your head Mooster. Here is your chance to show us what exceptional and very, very, very gifted students you all are. It's time for Moose Brains. You will hear a simple story and then answer 3 multiple-choice questions. If you believe the answer is number 1, then raise 1 finger. If you believe the answer is number 2, raise 2 fingers. If the answer is 3, raise 3 fingers. Let us begin.
100 years ago, here at our beloved Mooseberry Academy, Dr. Rory Huffletoken McMyer, or Dr. H as he was known to the students, invented an electric pickle dispenser. You know, so you don't get your fingers all pickly trying to get the pickles out of the pickle jar. One night, he had to rush off to receive an important science award. But before he did, he made his assistant Bob promise to look after the invention. It is noteworthy that Bob was a moose. However, he had a brainwave receptor helmet that made him as smart as a human. Here's my question. What did it mean when Bob the Moose promised to look after the invention? Did it mean he was 1, pretending to look after the invention, 2, agreeing to look after the invention as long as it was easy and fun, or 3, agreeing to look after the invention no matter what? You now have 5 seconds to answer which of these do you think is a promise. 1, 2, or 3. The answer is 3. To promise means to agree to do something even when it becomes difficult or inconvenient.
So, Dr. H comes back and finds that not only did Bob break his promise, he actually used the invention in the wrong way. He painted a hamburger on the wall and shot all the pickles out of the dispenser at it. His aim was so perfect and the dispenser was so powerful that the walls of the basement lab started to crack. When Dr. H came back, he found the cracking wall and the empty pickle jar. He was super mad. Bob wanted to make things better, so he made a promise to the doctor. Which of the following promises should Bob have made? 1, to go steal another jar of pickles to replace what he used up on the wall. 2, to clean up the mess and follow the rules better in the future. Or 3, to let the doctor shoot the pickles at him with the pickle dispenser. You now have 5 seconds to respond. 1, 2, or 3. If you raised 2 fingers, you won that round. Too bad that isn't what Bob did.
In a dramatic turn of events, Bob let Dr. H launch pickles at him. But Dr. H had such terrible aim that the pickles destroyed the laboratory wall, revealing a complex underground tunnel. The story goes that Bob the Moose left to explore the tunnels and is still alive and wandering the secret tunnels beneath the skull, protecting crates of pickles. Now here's my question. Who can always be trusted to keep their promises? 1, everyone. 2, no one. 3, Bob the Moose. You now have 5 seconds to answer. The correct answer is 2, no one.
Wait, there actually is someone you can always count on to keep his promises. That's God. He knows what it really means to make a promise, and his promises are always good for us, like his promise to always be with us, or his promise to always love us, or his promise to always give us what we need. And these promises make him so worthy to be adored. The correct answer is only one: God.
Well done, Mooseberries. I'm certain you all did very, very, very exceptional. Don't forget tonight's homework. Forget everything you heard about a secret underground tunnel system. Class dismissed.
So far, the class reports have been sneaking up on me, forcing me to cram them in at the last minute. But guess who already has her next report done? Yep, done in 1. Guess who doesn't have it done?
What do I do? Our reports are about a famous king from history. I know coders. I know startup tech companies. Not kings. Somebody, please help!
Welcome to Mooseberry Masterclass and the exceptional and very, very, very gifted students who attend and also Alex!
Lannis has a ton of great qualities, but keeping calm in a stressful situation is not one of them.
All right, Lannis, this is nothing to flip out about. Wait, this is the perfect thing to flip out about. Wait, maybe there was a famous king from history who was also really good at online gaming.
Not likely, Lannis. What you need to do is go back to the beginning of time and track the history of every single king until you find the one you want to talk about. Which would be so much easier if I could get school approval on my time machine.
Tell me more about this time machine.
No can do, bud. I got a firm no-go on time machines. The school administration does not want another pickle dispenser incident.
Wait, every king from the beginning of time? I love Jasper's theatrics, but Lannis only has 1 week. I'd say he needs to skim the history books, looking for the king with the most flair. A king with the it factor.
Yes, we need more it factor. I need more it factor. What is it factor?
If you have to ask, you'll never know.
If you want to find the best king to write about, you need a zone offense. Get strategic, but it's gonna take hustle.
Strategic zone offense? I think I'm gonna hustle my way to bed.
Wow, that is a lot of advice. Lannis, it's clear your classmates want to help, or drive you insane, but I have a small piece of advice.
I'm listening.
Before every big decision I make, I like to pray. God is the most famous king and has power over everything. He created all of it, and no one else can do all that he can do. So when I have a problem or a question or something I'm nervous about, I take it to him. God helps me focus and reminds me what's important.
Thanks, Alex, that helps. I'll give it a shot.
I'm about to do a big report on a famous king. Spoiler alert, it's God. I've been ready for this report for over a week. In fact, I've been so ready I was able to take a break and help my friend Lannis, who was stressing out because he didn't know who to do his report on. I gave him some thoughts. I can't wait to see how he does.
Welcome, class. I'm Lannis, and today I'll be doing my report on the most famous king of them all, God.
Say what?
God was born in, well, he wasn't born. He's always been around. He was king before everything, and his reign lasted until, well, it's still lasting and will keep lasting forever. His kingdom is everything.
Excuse me, when did you become such an expert in God?
I've been working on my report all week. Now, in this report...
Excuse me, hi, me again. True or false? You stole my idea to do a report on God.
Your report is on God too? Glad I'm going first. Don't worry, God's definitely big enough for us both to do a report on.
I know he's big. I've known he's big a lot longer than you've known he's big. I can't believe you do this to me after I helped you.
Excuse me, can you be done interrupting? Some of us are trying to find out if Lannis' report is better than ours.
Sorry, Alex. I didn't mean anything by it. Well, God is all-powerful, which means he can do anything. He's good, which means he's just and fair. And he's sovereign, which means he is a British gold coin.
I'm sorry, what?
A sovereign is a form of money.
Yes, I know that, little man. Gifted, remember? I'm saying that can't be a description of a king.
You may be right. Alex, you know a lot about God. Is that a mistake?
I thought you were the expert.
Well, that's a good question, Paris. I'll get back to you. Can I just tell you all something really interesting? I learned God is always in control,
even when you feel like He's not. I found these stories in the Bible of people called something or other who felt like God wasn't there with them. But it turns out He was with them the whole time. He was guiding them and protecting them.
They're called Israelites.
And He still guides and protects people today. Even like now, when I feel embarrassed that I got sovereign wrong, or I'm feeling nervous about this report, I can know that He's here with me. Even when I make a big mistake and make my friend mad at me, I can know that He has control of the situation.
Oh, Lannis, that's what sovereign means. In every situation, He's in control. I'm sorry I got upset and was mean. And you're right. God is definitely big enough for 2 reports.
Thanks.
Yeah, or even 3 reports. Stop making my report look bad, Lannis.
Welcome, class. This is your head Mooster. Here is your chance to show us what exceptional and very, very, very gifted students you all are. It's time for Moose Brains. You will hear a simple story and then answer 3 multiple choice questions. If you believe the answer is number 1, then raise 1 finger. If you believe the answer is number 2, raise 2 fingers. If the answer is 3, raise 3 fingers. Let us begin.
Okay, so once upon a time, or whatever, there were 2 princesses. They were very excited because the Kingdom Winter celebration was coming up. And since they were royalty, they had the privilege of showcasing the new kingdom fashions for the next year. But then their father, the king, was stricken sick with sneezing fits. No one could stop the sneezing, so he took a boat to a faraway land to meet with sneezing doctors. This meant the Kingdom Winter celebration was canceled, and the princesses were forced to wear last year's fashions in the new year. Which of these things is the hardest to deal with? Number 1, canceling the Kingdom Winter celebration. 2, wearing last year's fashions in the new year. Oh, right. Or 3, their dad's sneezing so much he has to leave to see a specialist. Vote 1, 2, or 3. I'm supposed to say number 3 is the right answer, but I still say number 2. If I had to wear an outfit for 2 years in a row, I'd also have to wear a mask so no one knew it was me.
Ooh, a mask? Dramatic. Okay, my turn. May me my moo moo, may me my moo moo. At last, these poor princesses of pain wore the same outfits for 2 years in a row. Oh, the humanity! How could they carry a burden so heavy? And that's the question I pose to you. What is the worst way for these pitiful princesses to get through their hard times? 1, write and perform an elegant ballet that shares their feelings. 2, feast on yummy treats from faraway lands. Or 3, start an underground princess crash-up derby circuit. Your 5 seconds to vote starteth now. The answer was quite obvious. 3, an underground princess crash-up derby circuit may sound exciting, but is no way for a proper princess to behave.
That's what you think. Back in 2002, Princess Leona McKellar was the first derby driver to win the Scotland Smash Up Invitational. Anyway, princesses, just like other people, have to deal with a lot. Here's the final question. Will there be times in our lives that are so hard that we won't be able to get ourselves through them without help? 1, yes. 2, maybe. Or 3, I don't know. You now have 5 seconds to come up with your answer.
The answer is 1. There will be times so hard that we won't be able to get through. But that's not always a bad thing. See, we won't be able to get through them, but God will get us through them. God can give you the peace and wisdom. He'll remind you that He loves you. He'll place people in your life to help. He's already given us a Bible full of encouragement. So when you're having a bad day, pray to God about it, and He'll be there for you.
Well done, Mooseberries. I'm certain you all did very, very, very exceptional. Do not forget tonight's homework. Create a new language, complete with alphabet and numerical system. Class dismissed.